The series adapted from a sweeping historical novel about the struggles of a Korean immigrant family that runs pachinko parlors in Japan. Lee Min-ho and Minari star Youh Yun-jung lead an international cast in this 8-episode drama series. The show is directed by the Korean-American indie filmmakers Justin and Koganada. The executive producer of this show is Soo-hyun. This series told in parallel narratives, a present one in 1989 and one beginning in the 1910s, a period that included the Japanese occupation of Korea. The 1923 Great Kanto earthquake, which led to the massacre of Korean residents in Japan, and the events of World War II. During this time, Sainichi Koreans, the ethnic Korean residents of Japan, were discriminated against and were even denied citizenship, despite some being born there. It's a tough and extremely sensitive subject to cover in just 8 episodes. But Pachinko beautifully weaves a story about what it means to sacrifice for your family and generational burden that comes with it. This show about Korean identity begins with the birth of Sunja, a peasant girl in South Korea who immigrates to Japan and becomes a matriarch of a family known for running pachinko parlors. Pachinko is a form of low-stakes gambling popular in Japan. The vast majority of pachinko parlors are run by Sainichi Koreans. The story told through the eyes of Sunja, played by Youh Yun-jung as a child, Min-ha Kim as an adult, and Yoo Jung-yoon as an elder, with some stories surrounding the important people in her life. The first episode centers on Sunja's early upbringing in Korea. Her parents, after losing 3 children permanently, pray for a healthy child and are told they will have a daughter who will thrive and that through her the family will endure. Sunja is born to a caring father who does whatever it takes to protect his daughter from the ugliness of the world. Then in the next scene, the introduction of Solomon, played by Jinha, who is Sunja's grandson, who faces discrimination from his white employers at an American bank. To be succeeded, he promises to close a deal in Japan to prove himself to the company. This takes him back to Osaka to visit his family, including Sunja's son and Solomon's father Mosasu, who, like many Sainichi Koreans, owns a successful pachinko parlor. Directors Koganada and Justin each provide their own creative spin to their entries. Their work is wonderfully shot, especially Koganada, who brings out the beauty of Sunja's hometown, making a dirty and busy fish market feel like home. In the first few episodes, the show seems slow pacing, but at times the slowness is what is most beautiful about the scenes. But as the series progresses, the pacing quickens and feels congested with too much information, especially the final 2 episodes. Justin is given the difficult task of bringing the story to its conclusion. Unfortunately, some scenes feel incomplete. It is difficult to satisfyingly tell a story with so many complex characters and significant themes. If fans are expecting a completely faithful adaptation of Pachinko, the 8 episodes are simply not enough to fully tell this rich story.